Okay guys, today I want to show you how we make Mrs. X's vegan egg scramble. We have a sort of a famous vegan restaurant here in London and they make excellent food, but Mrs. X's egg scramble is the best I've tasted. It's really good, makes great burritos or egg scramble, and these are the ingredients. 2 cups of mushrooms, 1 block of extra firm tofu. We're going to use 1 onion and 1/4 of a red pepper. We're going to use a teaspoon of Hawaiian black salt. We're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. That gives it a cheesy flavor. Salt and pepper to taste. And we're going to use this ingredient here, the Vegg. I think in Canada you have to get it on Amazon, and I think it's easily available in the States. But believe it or not, this ingredient is optional. It's the Hawaiian black salt that gives it the egg sulfurous flavor as well. But these are the ingredients, and let's go to the kitchen. Okay guys, so here's the prepared ingredients. 2 cups of mushrooms. That's 1 onion cut up. That's 1/4 of a pepper cut up. 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. A teaspoon of black salt. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic. And like I said, this the Vegg is optional. But it's 1 egg yolk's worth. Now let's go to the kitchen where Mrs. X will work her magic. So that's what the Vegg looks like when it's mixed, the powder's mixed with the water. So Mrs. X is about to squeeze the tofu. We're going to show you that because some people don't use tofu very much. But I'm going to throw in the mushroom, the pepper, and the onion into our pan here. I went to one of those stores at one of those as seen on TV stores to buy a copper chef pan. Remember that, Sue?
Yeah.
Because I was going to do a 45-day no oil challenge. Well, I did do it. So I ended up buying this, but I didn't realize it wasn't a copper chef. It was like a knockoff. But the thing works great anyways. Do you remember the brand, Sue? Yeah, I can't remember either. But it's a knockoff. But it works really good too. So, Sue's going to go check. Well, that gives me a chance to tell you that this stuff, we're water frying it. We're not using oil.
Gotham.
Oh, it's made by Gotham. And you know what? It works great. And you can put this in the oven. It comes with a lid and it's an awesome pan. Okay guys, so Mrs. X is going to squeeze the water out of the tofu. This is extra firm tofu. You got to get the water out of it. And if you're like me, you've never used tofu all that much or cooked with it, yeah, you squeeze the water out. And then we're going to crumble it into our bowl. Okay, so here's Mrs. X crumbling up the tofu. See how it crumbles? When she's done that, I'll show you how she adds the remaining ingredients. So while Sue's crumbling away over there, we're just going to give this a stir. And we just use a little bit of water. You don't need to use that much because the onions will sweat out water as well. This is on medium heat, and it takes about 10 minutes for this to be done. Sue, tell us what you're doing.
This is the Vegg that I've mixed up.
Okay.
It was 1/4 teaspoon of powder with 1/8 of a cup of liquid to make the egg yolk. Now I'm adding in the garlic powder, the black Himalayan salt, nutritional yeast, which adds a cheesy flavor to it. Give that a good mix.
What about your regular salt and pepper?
I'll add that in a sec. Just a little bit, just for taste.
Okay.
You can always add more when it's cooked.
Yeah. And
some
when do you
regular
add this
salt.
to the mushrooms and stuff?
Whenever the mushrooms are done cooking, you'll be able to tell that the mushrooms and onions turn a little brown. Then this just gets added to it
Okay.
until it's heated up, and then it's ready to eat.
All right. We'll get a shot of that in a minute. The mushrooms are ready, and onion and stuff, and we're adding in the egg mixture into our Gotham, what's the pan called again? Gotham Steel?
Gotham Steel.
Gotham Steel pan. It's a good
Copper
pan. It's a Copper Chef knockoff. And then, let's watch you stir that up, Sue. And so basically you're just heating this up,
Yeah,
and then it'll be ready to go, right?
it will be, yeah.
Okay, that looks pretty awesome. And we'll show you guys the final product in a minute. Okay, so we're done Mrs. X's vegan egg scramble. And you can just have a plate of scrambled eggs, or you can roll it into burritos. And I'm going to have one regular burrito, but I'm going to show you what else you can do. Like here's the Daya cheddar cheese. And this is Ives veggie pepperoni. And so what I did was, on this burrito, I put on some pepperoni on top of the mixture and some of the cheese. And it tastes really good. Okay, so let's roll a burrito. Tuck it over, tighten it up, fold the end, and roll it. And there you go. So this is the final product, guys. It serves 2 or 3 people. If you have some left over, it refrigerates nicely. But the burritos taste great with salsa. And this is your scrambled egg. That's what it looks like. And thanks a lot for your help, Sue. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We'll see you next week, guys.